Good evening. Once again, you're with Mr. Cranier. You are learning benchmark number 8. I can identify and explain what x and y intercepts of linear functions are. All right, what are x and y intercepts? Well, the x-intercept is where the graph crosses the x-axis. In this case, the y-coordinate is always going to be 0. And the x, in this particular line, the x crosses the number 2. So the point right here is going to be 2, 0. The y-intercept is where the graph crosses your y-axis. And in this case, this point is going to be 0 for the x and -6 for the y-axis. Once again, something to highlight, for the y-intercept, the x-coordinate is always going to be 0. All right, so here's your first example. You want to find out the x and the y-intercepts. So your function is as stated, x minus 2y equals 12. First, let's figure out the x-intercept. Now, when you do the x-intercept, you want to plug in 0 for y. So in this particular problem, -2 times 0 is 0, and you're left with x equals 12. Your point is going to be x is 12, and then your y is 0. You will eventually graph 12, 0 on the coordinate plane. The y-intercept, always you're going to plug in 0 for x. So plug in 0, you'll have -2y equals 12. You have to solve for y. Divide both sides by -2, and you'll have 12 divided by -2 is -6. Your point is going to be x is 0, y is -6, and you will plot those 2 points on the coordinate plane. All right. Number 2, example, find the x and the y intercepts for -3x plus 5y equals 9. First, you want to find the x-intercept. You want to plug in 0 for y. So we'll cover up this 5 times 0 will be 0, and you'll have -3x equals 9. Okay, -3x equals 9. Solve for x. Divide both sides by -3. X equals -3. Your point, your ordered pair will be -3, 0. You will plot that point on the coordinate plane. Next, let's go ahead and figure out what the y-intercept is. You want to plug in 0 for x. You ready? -3 times 0 is 0. You're going to have 5y equals 9. Divide both sides by 5, and you will be done 9 over 5, or you can put down 1.8. All right, that's the end of your lesson. Hope you enjoy. Look forward to seeing you in class. Good night.